Yeah, he clipped through the wall and cut 10 minutes off his speedrun time. Hello everyone, welcome back to Trauma Team. This is Abby from AbbyGames. I'm sure if you don't know me, you probably would have started at the beginning of a series, so hello. If you don't know me, my name's Abby. And this is episode 32 of Trauma Team. At least, if I can count, that's what number it is. Future Abby might have to correct me on that. But anyway, if you have not watched all of this series yet, I highly recommend starting from the beginning, but you can also start here. It's fine. We're solving a murder. It's all good. Anyway, let's get right to it, shall we? We have to go examine this man's personal effects. The personal effects did not matter earlier in this Let's Play, but now they matter. Because even though there's kind of a discrepancy on when he wore the shirt that his friend mentioned he was wearing, it's different than this one. Oh shit, it's a white dress shirt.
Someone mentioned the clothing that the deceased was wearing on the day of the incident.
Might I add, now me, that he said he was wearing it the night before? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I'm gonna just keep harping on it and it does not matter. If I misinterpreted anything in that interview, please let me know. Because I'm gonna harp on it and it's gonna annoy the fuck out of you if you are like, Abby, you're so dumb, please. You didn't understand.
That's odd. There's nothing that stands out about the clothing. Somebody said something about what the deceased was
Naomi's
wearing.
brain cell is like not remembering, but I know it's because they want our brain cell to activate. So she's purposefully not having her brain cell. If that makes any sense. I almost called her Naoto like 3 times. Persona 4, great game. She's not Naoto, she's Naomi. But like, they're not having her make the connection because they want us to do it on the computer here, like all fancy and shit. Like, watch this. I know how to view hint cards. Oh my god. Shirt.
Something about this shirt is bothering me.
Different size and material also, but color is the most noticeable thing. I doubt the t-shirt is the same material as this dress shirt, just by the way.
That's right. The deceased was apparently wearing a red t-shirt on the day of the incident.
Never had a t-shirt made out of dress shirt material.
Did he change after he got home? Or was there some reason for changing his shirt?
You know, the fact that he was dead. I'm so stupid.
This does raise some doubts. The
Connect
electrician
these
supposedly
boys.
came to the victim's room to fix his air.
Yeah, and then, you know, the whole ceiling fan broke, but that,
But he
whatever,
didn't
you
repair
know.
the ceiling fan? Or did the fan break after the electrician had left?
Woo!
In any case, I'll need to hear his account again.
Okay, so we have to listen to that again. Should have this analyzed, alright.
This is a blood stain. One moment, please.
You want to tell me some facts, little guy?
I did some quick calculations. A stain of that size would take about 800 milliliters of blood.
For an FBI agent, you're pretty good at science.
The average adult male would
He's
have
just
to lose
got
at least
Google open.
1,500 milliliters in order to bleed to death. This means that
He did not, indeed, bleed to death. That's not blood!
well, the amount of blood loss required varies from person to person. So this is
Maybe he was just tiny. Maybe he was just really tiny. Although we have his
It
body.
is unusual, though. I'll have to remember it.
We would know if he was tiny or not. I don't think he was. Changed clothes, right? Dennis's condition. Blah, blah, blah. Analyzed. There we go. Tell me the facts, little guy. What's this? Collected some of the remains of the fire. Can you find out what started the fire? Other than that, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turned. I'm so sorry. I can't promise anything, but I'll send it to the lab. I'll contact you once the results of the analysis come back, so please continue with your investigation. Alright. We still don't know about that shit. I still feel like I need to be combining that with something. Why can't I put those together? It's both about its cause of death. Maybe I have to exit and she'll tell me to do something.
Dr.
In fact.
Kishima, did you receive using
It's the voice data. Also, I need to re-listen to the electrician
From the
man.
deceased's girlfriend? Have you sent it?
Have you sent it?
You should be
Wow.
able to listen to it using the recorder. Please listen to it when you can.
Right. First, I want to know about the deceased's source of income.
Well, maybe you should have told him that before you had him interview her.
It did seem fairly well off for somebody without a steady job.
Indeed. I'll be listening for that while I'm going over the recording.
Okay, cool. But first I need to re-listen to the electrician man. What was fixed? We remembered that he swapped cables.
Oh, yes, that's right. You said that was... Yes. Yeah, it was a...
That's what the... But
That was... He said his air... Right. Yes, I fixed his heater.
oh.
You fixed the heater. Something
Oh,
about
we never
that
listened to
seems
the rest of
odd.
this, I guess. Oops. Supposedly, the electrician came to Dennis's room to fix the heater. This seems odd because it's too hot to need the heater. It must have been expensive. Although, you know, here's the thing. It may be June, where I am right now, in time. It may be summer. However, my basement's still cold as fuck. We need the heater on sometimes. Just by the way.
Yes, the deceased's neighbor mentioned that.
And when I say my basement's cold, I live in the basement. So that's why that's important.
Summer is already starting. And yet, on the day of the incident, the deceased wanted to have his heater repaired? There's something strange about this after all.
Maybe he's just cold all the time. Naomi, come on. Oh, no, I need to listen to the Goyle friend. There's still like half that guy's witness testimony left, but I guess we won't listen to that right now. Oh. I am looking respectfully. I am looking very respectfully, ma'am.
Seriously? What do you guys want? I've got work to do, so let's get this over with. Huh? Dennis? You mean Dennis Taylor? Wow,
Yes.
that name brings back bad memories. We broke up years ago. Yeah, at first I thought he was an interesting guy, pretty cool and all.
Wait a second, if they broke up years ago, then why did that guy say, I don't know, if you want information about Dennis, you should talk to his girlfriend? It's like, they broke up years ago? Sir, are you good?
Yeah, at first I thought he was an interesting guy, pretty cool and all. But he never had a job, and he just kind of wandered through life. But he never... Oh, but he always had money. Are you really this slow? Don't you get it? Drugs. He was a drug dealer.
Good heavens. The deceased's been holding on to quite a secret. I'm going to have to change the way I approach this
Hey,
case.
we found the motive for murder. Hey, look, we found it.
Let's go through the information we have.
All right, let's go.
Unbelievable. The deceased had this hidden dark side to him.
This is looking more and more like a case worth investigating. If Dennis Taylor was a drug dealer, then there could be a variety of reasons to kill him.
Still, I can't let my prejudices cloud the truth. I need to remain objective. However, it seems that we're going to have to change our views regarding this case.
Right. I'll prepare the CSI's ALS.
That's a lot of letters, sir.
ALS, the advanced light source that can adjust the wavelength
This
being
is when I get to look for bloodstains.
That's right. An object's visibility depends on the
I
light
fucking
being
love
reflected
looking
from
at
that object.
bloodstains with the special light.
ALS lets you
It's so
select a
fun in this
particular
game.
wavelength to focus only on what you want to see.
or hide what you don't want to see.
Oh, no.
I'll try using it. Thanks, little guy.
She's just messing with him all the time. Cool, that means I need to go back to the crime scene, but first I need to go look through this shit. Most air circulation.
Yes. Fans circulate air within a room. If the owner was having his air system fixed, the fan should have been considered part of it. Why then would the electrician fix only the heater and not the ceiling fan?
Because he's stupid? I don't know. Guess these two have to go together.
It's true then.
They both
This
have to do
does
with the
have to do with
victim.
the victim. But I wonder why. I get the feeling that there's something.
She didn't say he
very
wasn't
wrong with
depressed, she
this.
just said he was a drug dealer. two accounts from the people who saw Dennis seem to differ dramatically. The difference is... Dennis might not be dead! The recording quality, god damn! Dennis's behavior. Ooh, we got a gold one! Guys, we're getting close. Solid evidence. Dennis the Pusher.
Indeed.
Nice, nice, nice.
At first glance, it doesn't seem like these refer to the same person at all. On the one hand, drug-dealing scum enjoying his life.
Thought you were gonna
other,
remain
a man with
objective now,
suicidal
me.
depression. Either one of these clues is false, or there's more to this shady business.
I
that
mean, I'm
haven't
pretty sure
found
you
out.
can be a drug dealer and be depressed, but okay.
In either
It's a
case,
video
the
game,
truth of the
Abby.
matter is that he was indeed a
calm
drug
down.
dealer.
Well, we got a magic gold card out of it, so it's okay. What if I put these together? Nope. Never mind. Oh, I forgot I can't put those together. Okay, I think I can just go to the crime scene now. Okay, it's not giving me any push to go to the crime scene, but I can go to the crime scene now with this fancy light. So I'm gonna go. Alright, show me how to use the fancy light. It's that one. Clues not visible to the human eye. Like blood stains! Okay, look, this weird stain on the ground has to be something, right? Oh, there's a thing there.
There's white powder scattered.
Oh,
on
that's the
floor.
drugs.
It looks like
I
there
found
are
the drugs, you
footprints in
guys. I found them, it's drugs.
it. I can guess at what this powder is, but I should send it in for analysis just in case.
Okay, now in the tutorial they pointed it over here. But it didn't give me anything. Would they not put a blood stain? You can't see blood stains with this? I guess you need the luminol for that. Never mind. What the fuck? Seems to trail behind the shelf. Oh shit!
Bingo.
Oh shit! Oh, I found
There's
the
more of
drug
that powder
hole!
inside this hole in the wall.
We found the drug hole!
What an obvious place for a hiding spot. It wasn't all that clever.
Man, our victim was stupid! Thanks for that, now me. God, I love her. Okay, now we go back to the office. Got it. Let's go look on the computer again. Hey, little guy, tell me what drug this is. What kind of drugs? I think we have a pretty good idea what this is. I'll have it investigated in any case. Can you please wait? It's definitely a drug.
Dr. Kimishima, about that white powder that was spread on the floor.
But we voice acted this part.
There were traces of drugs found. in it.
What drug? Oh my god!
A number of different sets of footprints were identified in that powder as well.
There are multiple types. It's probably cocaine.
They all belong to the firefighters, police, and you, of course.
I see. That means...
That means Dennis committed suicide. They fell when the fire started. The killer is a firefighter. The drugs were there for days.
Exactly. That would be the case. The room belonged to the deceased. If the drugs had been spread on the floor before the incident, his footprints should be there as well.
I guess they probably risked an M rating if they referred to the drug by name. I wonder if that's the case.
But the only footprints in the room were from people who had entered after the fire.
Interesting.
This would mean that the drugs would have to have been spread before or soon after the fire began.
Seems like a waste.
All right, let's go over
Oh,
the
the song
information
again.
we've gathered.
Nice.
First, the white powder.
White powder was revealed to be powdered toast? Baby formula flour? I mean, if he had fake drugs.
Yes, the trail
That would
of
be an
drugs
interesting
led
case.
directly to the
Killed
hole
him for
behind the
fake
shelf.
drugs.
If the same powder from the floor was inside the hole, then...
That was his drug stash. The hole discovered in the room wall in Dennis's room was a large mouse hole. The killer's secret escape route is the place to hide the drugs.
That's right. But there weren't any drugs.
Cause the killer stole them.
The layer of drugs had footprints from the firefighters, the police, and me left in them. All of the footprints had something in common.
They're from male what? After the fire. I could just exit.
Indeed.
Why would I do that?
There weren't any footprints from before the time the fire began. So from this, we can deduce that the drugs must have been scattered on the floor when...
Sitting there for days. Scattered by me. Oh no, I feel dumb. Yeah, no, it's just before the fire. I don't.
Concentrate. Yes.
Concentrate.
If I take this even further,
I have a
I'd
disorder
say
that
it
prevents
would
me
have
from
been
doing
after
that now,
Mr.
me.
Taylor stopped moving. In other words, it must have happened between his death and when the fire started. But why were there drugs on the floor?
Whoever took them, drop them! Dennis is a slob. Hey, gold evidence! We are so good at this video game, you guys.
Yes, they must have spilled out when someone removed the drugs from the hole in the wall. Dennis Taylor was killed, and someone walked out with the drugs. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what happened here, but there's no proof just yet. I need to move on to the next step.
Well, we'll find it.
I
We'll
should
find it.
consult
It's
the
okay.
little guy about that.
Oh, I didn't mean to click through that. Heck. Hey, buddy. Hey,
Dr.
pal.
Kimishima, have you confirmed that it's a murder after all?
Indeed.
I don't know how you heard about that so quickly, little guy. Have you been eavesdropping on me?
Huh? What? No,
Forget it. I can see right through you.
oh, right. I have a new tool for you.
Why wouldn't I already have these tools if I was a forensic investigator?
It's luminol. Do I need to explain it to you?
No, you do not.
A chemiluminescent material based on reducing
'Cause she's gonna do it for you.
5-nitrophenylhydrazide with sodium dithionite. It reacts to iron and hemoglobin by glowing, making it useful to find otherwise hidden bloodstains. Anything else?
No.
Good. I just spray this onto suspicious areas, then shine the ALS on it, right? I'm sure it will be useful. Thank you, little guy.
Cool, cool, cool. I know it's like for the tutorial that they don't give that to you yet, but like it's like she would already have it. I think I just go back to the crime scene at this point. Let's go! Now, y'all see? I don't know how to do it. Y'all see this weird, like, stain-looking area, right? Spray around here. Yowza! The outline was just in the art already because it's gonna be there anyway.
So there were bloodstains here.
They didn't hide that shit well enough. I found it.
If these are from the deceased, we may be able to use this with something else that we know.
It's true. What if I sprayed it, like, around the whole house? Like, everywhere? I'm sure that's the only one. In fact, I am certain that that's the only one. But I wanted to check anyway. You know, I'm kind of glad we didn't find any other stains, because this is a children's game. But I feel like similar stains could be found with the black light, at least. If you know what I mean. I'm leaving now. Hint, hint, inappropriate thing. Ba-ba-ba. Not enough blood. Extra blood.
That's right.
Cool,
There
cool,
were
cool.
2 different bloodstains left in the deceased's room. Now, which of these bloodstains happened first?
Probably the giant one, because he died on the bed. This one, because he died there. He was found there, excuse me. Moved corpse.
That's true, unless the corpse got up and walked over by itself. It's most likely that the deceased died where the first bloodstains were found, and then was carried to the bed afterwards. That would explain why there was such a small amount of blood on the bed itself.
Okay. Dang it, I thought I was gonna be all smart. Maybe I need to go out and come and it'll tell me what to do. In fact, it did not do that, so let's go back into the cards. Nope, that does not work. Oh, it's just the cause of death this was supposed to be. And these don't go together, right? So, okay. That doesn't go to- I can't find one about his cause of death is the issue. Because there's these two. Like, these don't go together, right? No? Okay, am I just dumb? We're just gonna shuffle. The hint card shuffle. Welcome back, I missed something at the crime scene. I missed something at the crime scene, because I'm stupid. So you know how I was trying to investigate the doorknob and she's like, it's the doorknob. Yeah, I was supposed to do glue and all the doorknob. I forgot. Oh wow, oh shit!
Huh. This...
I forgot. Cause the one time she said, "Ah, it's just a doorknob. Who cares about that?" I was like, "I guess we don't care about that," and then I forgot.
There's a reaction to blood in the screw that's securing the doorknob.
Interesting how that is. I know exactly why that's there. I just forgot I was supposed to look at it.
The screw seems rather loose as well.
I should have known. Now I can leave, right? Loose screw. And bloody screw.
Think of it. The door to this room was chained shut when the fire started. Could this be related to that in some way?
Yes, it's true. Now we got all the cards, I think. Bloody screw, I need to have it analyzed. Look.
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified the blood on the screw. It's a DNA match with the victim.
You would not have had
Taylor.
enough for DNA. Okay, whatever.
Why would his blood be there of all places?
It's a video game, Abby, calm down.
It's simple. What happened was...
I know exactly what happens. This might make it... Reasons Dennis is it touched the murder weapon. The killer was finger painting! It touched the murder weapon. I know.
That's right. It's probably because it touched the murder weapon.
This is actually somewhat slightly harder when you know what happened because you know things, you know too much. So it's like you're putting in you're like putting in information, inputting in your brain. Like it's like affecting your logic of what you would do in the game if you didn't. It would be different than if you didn't know what was going on, you know?
Why would the killer touch that screw with the murder weapon?
I had the same issue in Corpse Party because it's like I kind of knew generally what was supposed to happen, so I would miss things that a new player wouldn't miss because I would be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't be exploring. I'm like looking for specific things. Anyway.
He would have to if the weapon was...
A screwdriver! I've been waiting to like scream that. Anyway. Whee! Real murder weapon!
A screwdriver.
It's got that pointy flower pattern on it when you do the stabby stab.
I see. Then the screwdriver left the blood on the screw while he was covering his tracks.
And then we go over here.
Yes. These pieces of information are hiding an important fact. I didn't notice because the bleeding had stopped completely, but this isn't a bruise. It's a stab wound. This strange pattern here is likely...
The screwdriver handle. Sheer force of will! Okay.
Yes, that's right. It's indisputable.
I forgot
evidence that
how
the
we
weapon
figured out the murder
jammed
weapon
in
was a
so
screwdriver.
deep
I was
that the
like,
grip left a
I
bruise.
wonder. Because he did a dumb. He's like, I'm gonna use my same screwdriver. Stupid. Okay. Loose screw. Oh, he has to analyze this one too.
What's this? It just looks like a loose screw to me.
On a door that was locked mysteriously.
Think harder, little guy. How was the room when the firefighters arrived at the scene? The entrance was closed, but was it completely inaccessible?
Chained only. I know how he got out.
The chain on the door had been attached, but the door itself wasn't locked.
Not to brag, I've played the game before.
Sorry, but the door only opens about 15 centimeters
Watch
with
this.
the chain attached. I don't even think a small child could get through a space that small.
You're so
He had his cat do it. Just kidding.
Flex your mind and think about it.
Just fucking roasting him constantly.
Listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you is,
Using directed explosives. Jump kicking through it. Yeah, he clipped through the wall and cut 10 minutes off his speedrun time. I'm losing my own mind from my own joke.
this loose screw tells us everything. With the screw removed, the entire plate on the door can be swiveled around by the doorknob. The plate itself is about 20 centimeters long, so the gap increases to almost 35 centimeters. How big does somebody have to be that he couldn't fit through a space that size?
Oh, I see now. That's more than enough room to get past the door. So the killer just screwed the plate back on from the outside after he left.
Yeah, with the state. Does he only own one screwdriver? Is he that dumb?
I think that's the most likely explanation.
Probably.
But the
If
killer
I
in
was the
plain
murderer, I
sight
would
once he
simply
was outside
use
the door.
a second
He wanted to
screwdriver.
finish quickly. The killer couldn't completely tighten the screw and left the area as we found it.
Wow, that proves that this isn't quite the locked room mystery we thought it was.
Huh. Still, this doesn't help us figure out who the killer is. I need to investigate the situation in more detail.
Okay. There we go. We can combine these.
Yes. These do lead the way to a definite truth. Looking at the location of the bruise, the tip of the screwdriver must have pierced Dennis's lung.
Yeah, man couldn't breathe. Got them petiki eyes in his eyes.
His lung would then rupture, causing
Petiki
pulmonary
eyes.
emphysema, and he would have suffocated. This explains the spots of hemorrhaging in the corpse's
Guys, we
eyes.
figured it out. He got the big murdered. Man's dead.
What actually happened that day is slowly coming to light now.
I love figuring this shit out. It just kind of like exponentially gets faster how much we solve it. I love video games. Moved it.
Yes. These two can tell us how the murder happened.
What did he do after he moved it?
On the day of the incident, the killer came to the victim's room and stabbed him in the torso. The murder weapon was...
Screwdriver, baby. A nice pick.
Yes. The
That wasn't
screwdriver
reasoning,
pierced
that's
the
my
victim's
memory.
lung, causing pulmonary emphysema. This caused respiratory problems due to lung failure. Thus, the cause of death was...
God, her eyeliner's so good. Falling to death? Yeah, that makes sense.
After this, the killer moved the victim to the bed.
This isn't the end of Die Hard, come on. I'm sorry.
This is most likely because...
After murdering Dennis, make it look like a suicide. Duh. Obviously, it was to make an artistic statement. Alright. Whee! I won. Look at that. Now we just need to figure out who did the murder.
Indeed. The murderer then arranged the corpse to make the death appear to be a suicide.
We gotta figure out that fire shit. That's what we gotta figure out.
That is what I believe took place, according to the evidence we have gathered.
We gotta check for clothing damage. Alright. Yeah, she wants me to check the personal effects. We gotta find that there's not a fucking big ass hole in his shirt where he got stabbed. Oh, look, it's fine. His shirt is fine. Look at that.
This is odd. There's something missing.
I love
that
this
should
song.
be here. If the puncture wound in the abdomen is the true cause of death,
A Jack Frost patch! I see you, Atlas. I see you, Atlas. Why? 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 Why is that an option? At least now, I don't know, as an adult playing this game,
right.
I've played Persona and know probably who they mean by Jack Frost. I'm assuming it's that little dude from Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. Back to the computer. I didn't mean to click over there. Oopsie doopsie. I love that song. Oh, it's over now. This game has great fucking music though.
Yes. These pieces
And this
of
song?
information can tell us something.
Case fucking closed, baby. Music, perfect.
According to
10
Mr.
out of
Taylor's
10.
friend, on the day of the incident, Dennis had been wearing...
A red t-shirt.
That's right.
No one would see
He
the
was
blood, but they
supposedly
would
wearing
see
a
the
red
damage.
Portland Jack's t-shirt that day. But when his body was discovered, it was wearing...
White shirt. It's not reasoning, that's just stating
His corpse
basic
was found
memorized
wearing a white
facts.
shirt. In other words, his clothing had changed. And yet, if that was all we know, we couldn't rule out if the deceased had changed his shirt himself.
But he didn't have the stab
However,
wound
if
in
he
it.
had, there would still be a discrepancy.
No indication of the stab wound. He wasn't wearing a shirt. No drugs on it.
Yes, the corpse had a wound that wasn't reflected by the state of the clothing it was wearing. There's only one answer to this puzzle, and that is...
The killer changed Dennis, or Dennis was naked when he died, which would still mean the killer put clothes on him, so here we go.
whoever had killed Mr. Taylor replaced the shirt he was wearing after killing him. The reason for doing that was...
Make it look like a suicide. Some kind of ritual. A camouflage.
Exactly. It was probably to hide the stab wound and make us
Why
believe
not just
that cut
camouflage
wrist
the
was
body?
cause of death.
Kidding. Obviously, he wanted no one to investigate it.
The killer staged the suicide in order to mislead us.
Cool. There must be a clue somewhere. Yeah, his finger, because his finger got all broke in the shirt.
I see.
I remember.
These two are related.
I'm very smart.
There are no vital reactions to the broken finger. That means the damage occurred after death, considering that the killer must have changed the victim's clothing after death.
The killer liked Dennis's fashion. What does that have to do with anything? The killer had OCD. No! Put that away. Appearance of suicide. Hey, that's a gold
The
one.
killer broke the corpse's
Guys, we got all
finger
these
while
gold
changing the
evidence. We're
shirt
so
and the
smart.
body.
Okay, look how much gold evidence we have. Okay, we just need... Can you hurry the fuck up with this shit? Do you want to talk about this? Do you want to talk to me? Hello? Well, I can't just end this episode here. We're like 2 seconds away from it. I can feel it. What do I need to do? Okay, the walkthrough seems to have me think I was supposed to spray for blood on the ceiling fan. And I just didn't do that. But I don't know why I'd spray for blood on the ceiling fan. But also, she never told me I needed to leave here. So that's probably, I should have just done that, you know? But why would there be blood on the ceiling fan? Okay, there's no blood on the ceiling fan. Oh, never mind, there is blood on the ceiling fan.
This
That weird rope, and nobody thought, why is there a bunch of rope tied around his damn ceiling
is a
fan?
rope wrapped around the shaft of the ceiling fan. There's no mistake. Those are bloodstains.
Never mind, I did miss that. How am I missing this much shit in the tutorial case? I'm so sorry. Now, see, here's the thing, is that I should know when she doesn't say I should return to my office. But the fact that the game let me get this far. And now he calls me with the Ashes results. Thank Christ.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, sorry for the wait. The analysis of the burnt material has come back from the laboratory.
Fucking finally.
Calcium hydroxide was detected in the sample.
I have no idea what that is.
Calcium hydroxide? You mean slaked lime?
I don't know what that is either.
Small amounts of quicklime were also detected.
I don't know what quicklime is. I don't know what slaked lime is. I know what limes are, but I'm assuming it's not the fruit.
That releases a great deal of heat when it reacts with water.
Huh.
Oh, I see. So this was...
To start the fire. Obviously it was used to slash his wrist.
I agree.
He agree.
Isn't it odd?
Imagine he created a Rube Goldberg machine to slice this guy's wrist from afar.
If the killer wanted to start a fire, there are far easier ways to go about it.
You're right. There must have been a reason for this. It's our job to investigate that, isn't it?
I know why. I just, forgot. Forgot that there's blood on the thing. I forgot there would have ever been blood on the ceiling fan. So, let's put the ceiling fans together.
Yes, these two pieces can be combined into one. The rope wrapped around the ceiling fan is what caused it to break. The question now is why there was a rope around it in the first place.
That's when we put these together, right?
The fire began...
Yeah! Hear that music, you know you're doing shit, right?
Calcium hydroxide was found in the substance on the floor there.
Also, you know you're doing shit, right? When it doesn't give you the error noise.
Calcium hydroxide is formed through the reaction of quicklime and water. That reaction creates something else as well.
Heat. We just established this.
Yes. Quicklime releases 65 kilojoules of energy per mole when it reacts with water. This was the method used to start the fire in this room. First, you would place a glass of water on the table. You would also put quicklime around the floor and on the table near the glass. When the table falls over, the hydration heat caused by the reaction would cause a fire.
And no one questioned why the table was toppled over?
But why would the killer go through such a complicated plan to start a fire?
I know. Should delay when the fire starts to prove how smart we were. That's just how he rolls. Imagine.
That's right. If all he wanted was a fire, he could have just set something on fire. The killer needed to have a delay until the fire began. That's why he devised a plan that made use of two components.
A ceiling fan and a rope. Willpower and pyrokinesis. Imagine.
Yes. This trick relied on the ceiling fan and a rope. The killer wrapped one end of the rope around the fan and tied the other to a table leg. When the fan activated according to its timer, the fan wound the rope up, flipping the table over and spilling the water onto the quicklime. However, there's still one basic question left to be asked. Why did the killer have to set the room on fire in the first place? Why go through this extravagant setup to make it happen? The reason for that is...
So Dennis's body would be found.
Exactly. Due to the fact that there was nothing flammable added to the body itself, the culprit never intended for the corpse and the evidence to be destroyed in the fire. Instead, the killer wanted to cause a commotion that would draw attention to the corpse. Now then, why would that be?
To create an alibi. He felt pity for Dennis.
That's right. By
I still
delaying the
think-
start of the fire.
I don't know. In like the real world, I feel like the fire being weird would have caused more investigation to happen than if the fire didn't happen at all. In this game, she was gonna investigate it anyway because she got that weird like ghost phone call. But it's like the fire being weird. It's like, what the fuck's up with that fire? Then people would investigate it.
The plan was to have enough time to create
At least
a
in my
viable
world.
alibi for when the fire began.
In my world of my own personal logic, I'd be like, well, that fire's weird, so let's investigate this case actually.
It's easy.
You know?
I mean, with this method of misdirection, the culprit could start a fire hours after having left the crime scene entirely.
Ooh, gold! Golden evidence! Solid evidence!
This is the entire truth.
Well, we
behind
still
this
haven't figured out who
mysterious
did it.
arson.
Dr.
Well,
Kimishima,
that was the arson
how's the
truth, I guess.
investigation going?
I've almost
I won.
uncovered the deception, but the truth hasn't completely been revealed.
I see. So we can't arrest the culprit yet.
No, because we don't know who he is yet.
That's right. I need conclusive evidence that can help us identify the killer.
Who carries a screwdriver around?
The most
I
reliable
wonder.
giveaway would be if we could find a fingerprint at the crime scene. However, only the victim's fingerprints were found when HQ searched the room.
I'm not surprised, considering the lengths the killer's gone to hide his tracks. The murderer was probably wearing gloves while the crime was being committed.
Huh. Isn't there anything the killer might have touched?
Something that would require him to take his gloves off? It's hard to think of anything.
Well, the best evidence would be on a hard, slick, inorganic substance. It doesn't matter what size it is.
All we can investigate are the crime scene, the corpse, and what the corpse was wearing. Could there be anything among those items that the killer touched with a bare hand? I'll have to investigate further. Thank you, little guy.
Shirt button time. I remember having to look this up. Remember not being smart enough to figure out it was a shirt button as a kid. And because I had to look at the walkthrough to figure out that I had missed the ceiling fan rope. And first thought I had to find the fingerprint thingy. We'll never know if I would have been smart enough to figure out it was a shirt button at the ripe old age of 24. So, unfortunately I wasn't smart enough to find the rope blood. Why was there blood on the rope?
Victim's corpse after the murder took place. That would mean that the killer would have had to button the shirt up as well.
Why was there blood on the rope?
Buttoning up a shirt with gloves on is no easy task. If my predictions are correct.
Alright, let's go give that to little guy. I guess he would have had blood on his gloves, but and that put blood on the rope. Messy, messy. I feel like he would have gotten blood on more things if that was the case, though.
Uh-huh. The buttons on the victim's clothes, huh?
Shit, I heard Yosuke in there.
I'll look into them right away.
Shit.
One moment, please.
If you don't know, I played Persona 4 on my stream
Hopefully
recently.
this will help us find the identity of our mystery murderer.
She was actually in Persona 4 too. Not as much as Yosuke. I mean, little guy was. He played Yosuke. Yuri Lowenthal played Yosuke, yes. She had a lot of... Well, she did voice an entire character that I never did the social link for, but she also voiced random background lines as well. Quite a few in a row near the end of the game, in fact. Derailed my entire stream looking up to see if it was her. Because I was convinced. But anyway, yeah, I played Persona 4 on my stream, and I hate Yosuke a lot. Fucking homophobe. Anyway, video game.
Dr. Kimishima, it was there. I found it.
That was very fast.
A fingerprint from someone who isn't the victim. It's, right thumb.
Great. Run the print through the list of registered offenders immediately.
Leave it to me.
What if he hasn't killed anyone
Such
before?
an attention to detail has gone into this. It can't possibly be a first-time offender.
What if he was a genius man?
There has to be a match for this fingerprint in our records.
I sincerely hope
It-
so.
There
This
will be.
case should be over soon.
Yeah, baby! Did I win? Yeah, I won! And now we can finish the episode. It's really long, I apologize.
The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here.
I'm looking respectfully.
The victim in this case is 30.
Well, now I don't have to look respectfully anymore.
As there's no motive for murder,
I
it's
don't
a
have to look.
suspected Suicide. However, the victim had a hidden other side. This card is the one with proof of that.
Oh shit. This one.
Yes, while he did work at the bar, he also dealt drugs.
I thought he didn't have a
This
job.
case is related to the victim's
I don't
drug
know.
activities. The proof of that is on this card.
It's the one with the wall hole in it.
Indeed, the drugs hidden behind the shelf were missing. The killer went into Taylor's room to kill him for his drugs. The real cause of the victim's death can tell us that. I know that because of this card.
The cause of death. Which one was it? Oh. It's the other one with the dead on it.
Right. The wound on the wrist was not
It's
the true
removing the
cause.
cards that were already used. Wow, I'm so smart.
Next, the killer disguised the murder as a suicide. This card proves the misdirection used to hide the murder.
This one. No, this one. No. Oh, wait, no. This one. This one.
Yes. the
I'm confusing
appearance of
myself.
Suicide covered up the real cause.
Like basketball.
The next topic is the secret hidden in the room itself. The murderer used a trick to create a locked room mystery. it was made to seem as if the victim was the only one there. This card shows the trick that had been used.
Oh, locked room trick right there.
Exactly. The killer thought this would clear his trail. And yet, the culprit had one more way to hide from suspicion. That
Secret
was to hide when the murder
alibi.
itself took place. This card shows how he went about that ruse. The murder took place 3 hours prior to the fire's start. It's natural to assume that if the room was locked, then the crime and the fire would be at the same time. The plan was perfect. No fingerprints were left in the room.
Except for one.
However, there was one thing the killer hadn't counted on. There was one task he needed to remove his gloves to do. This card is evidence of that task.
It's the only one left.
He probably couldn't button the clothes with his gloves on.
I feel like if he wore like medical grade gloves, that wouldn't have been a problem.
No matter how
But he was
small the
wearing
buttons, they were still
Mechanical
prints.
gloves.
Even a fragment of a fingerprint can be used to identify him. The victim must have been surprised. After all, he thought the killer was a customer. This is what he said at the very end.
Was it this one?
Stop! No!
John Travolta!
The final flickers of this soul's light show me the truth.
I had to, I'm sorry. Hello, pretty lady.
Who's there?
Uh-oh. Hey,
I must have surprised
why
you.
the fuck are you here, John Travolta? Why does
You're
he look
that
just like John Travolta?
Why are you here?
Oh, I was called up because a switchboard blew.
I don't think that's true, my guy.
I
don't think
need
so.
to have it fixed by tomorrow.
I don't, why is he here?
I see. That sounds difficult.
Ah! We wanted to use that sprite again. Oh! You know, in the first episode of Bones shoots a guy in the leg.
Freeze.
Oh god, I'm gay.
Don't move. I see corpses all day. One more won't bother.
She fucking got him, babe. Look at that. Oh god. You could shoot me in the leg any day. Now me. I'm mostly kidding. We did it. We solved a murder. Now we're standing ominously in front of a gate.
Naomi!
Almost said her name right.
Are you hurt? I'm sorry. I should have stayed.
I've solved the case. I'll give you my report tomorrow.
The report can wait. Naomi, you must think of your safety.
Nobody lives forever. Even if I died today, it'd just be earlier than I expected.
She says this depressing shit, but she makes it sound so hot. Help. Help. Yay, we won! We solved a murder! We solved a murder. Next time, we will start episode 3, Wandering Girl. Shit starts to get pretty real in there. And also, it's longer and might take more than 3 episodes. Who knows? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm sorry this episode ended up being so long. I'm not good at pacing things. We knew that already. That's fine. I'm gonna go eat some food. I've been recording longer than I planned, and my dinner has been waiting for me upstairs. So I will try to make this outro really quick. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me. I will try to be more consistent with this series in the future. I really want to finish this game. We are getting, well, I mean, we're not close, but we're pretty far in. I mean, 30-some episodes is 30-some episodes. So I'm pretty proud of that we even got this far. But I also have been playing this game for like 3 years, so I need to get my fucking shit together. that being said, if you're looking for more different things from me, I do have a Twitch channel where I stream 4 times a week. That's at twitch.tv/CaptainAbbyGames. Drop me a follow if you haven't already. I'd really like to see you. I just stream sometime. We have a lot of fun over there. And also, when I hit 1,000 followers, I will start Genshin Impact. So, if that's of interest to you, I don't know if it is, but it might be. Anyway, that's my self-promo over. Don't forget to leave a like and leave a comment if you feel like it, because it really helps me out when people do that. But just thank you for watching at all. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody!